All right, guys. So in this video, I want to highlight the importance of your Meta Ads infrastructure, and especially when it comes to strategies for testing and scaling beyond the $100,000 per month. Now, we have these multi-account strategies mainly for two reasons, and that's for testing and for scaling. Now, it's important because each ad account, each Facebook profile, each business manager is going to differ slightly in performance. So it's always good to test your creatives and your offers across multiple different assets because you might see different patterns across different ad accounts, profiles, and business managers. Okay. You also don't want to depend only on one asset. I've kind of fallen victim to this, and I've learned to get better with this when my when my ad accounts and profiles have gone down. I've had ad accounts that have spent over eight figures, and they're great while they last, but when an asset goes down, such as an ad account like that, you have to start back from zero. So it's always good to kind of be testing. If you're just getting started, just test on, maybe two to three different ad accounts. But as you start getting the ball rolling, always try to have at least 5 to 10 ad accounts up and active and at least testing, and always have multiple profiles and business managers connected to those assets. So in case a profile gets restricted or a business manager gets restricted, you always have a way to get inside of that ad account. Okay. You can also achieve more stability with your campaigns. Sometimes certain ad accounts perform better at lower spend. So instead of trying to take one ad account to say 10,000, 20,000, $30,000 per day in spend, you can split that spend up over multiple different ad accounts so that you can still be spending $10,000 to $30,000 per day. But instead of having it all on one ad account, you just split it up. So you have one ad account that's doing $3,000 per day, one ad account that's spending $5,000 per day, one that's spending $1,000 per day. And those campaigns typically have a little bit more consistency, and the ROI stays a little bit higher, and it's easier to manage those campaigns. Of course, you're just going to have to find whatever your personal preference is when you're running campaigns and see what the individual ad account is doing. But it's always good to kind of like diversify, because if one account takes a little bit of a hit one day in terms of ROI and performance, you have 4 to 5 other accounts that kind of make up the slack, and you're still profitable overall. And the last thing that is important is because you're able to identify different patterns across your profiles, business managers, and ad accounts. Okay. It's very important that, say you have two farm profiles and ad accounts, two farm business managers and ad accounts, and you have two agency ad accounts. You're able to see what the performance is like through those. And same with pages, same with profiles, and same with different ad accounts from different providers. So it's always good to be testing not only your creatives and the offers, but it's also good to test your infrastructure and see whatever performs best for you. And now, guys, I want to show you exactly what that bulletproof Meta Ads infrastructure looks like so that you can take your campaigns to scaling to $100,000 per month or more. Okay. Now, a golden rule here is to always have a backup in case you lose access to one business manager or profile. And we have two different setups here, and they have multiple backups and redundancies. In case you lose an asset, you can always get into your other assets through a different profile, through a different business manager, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and take a look at the beginner setup here. Okay, so it's very easy to set up compared to the more advanced setup. So you have three main profiles here, all connected to the business manager. You have an admin profile 1, admin profile 2, and your employee profile number 1. Now, the employee profile is where you're going to be running all of your ads from, and your admin profiles really act as a backup in case the employee profile goes down. But you also make a lot of the administrative decisions with your admin profiles. Okay, whether it's assigning an ad account to the employee, moving Facebook pages, kind of moving the pixels and whatnot, that's all done with the admin profile. The employee profile is used to run ads. Okay. And this setup here is connected only to one business manager. And of course, that business manager is going to host your Facebook pages, it's going to host your pixel, and it's going to host all of your ad accounts. Okay. So again, this is a very simple setup to go ahead and get set up. You can do it on your own. Most people have access to at least 3 Facebook profiles, whether it's you, significant other, friends and family. Most people have access to 3 profiles that they can get. And then now, guys, I want to move over to the advanced setup. Okay, so the advanced setup is a little bit more robust. It has a couple more profiles, a couple more business managers. So let's go ahead and jump into here. So you have your 5 main profiles up at the top. You have 3 admin profiles, so admin 1, admin 2, and then admin number 3 is going to be on the second business manager, which is going to be only for your pixels. Okay, so you have your employee profile number 1 here connected to business manager number 1, and you also have your employee profile connected to business manager number 2. Now, obviously, this business manager here is not going to be used to run any ads through. This is only going to be used to house your pixels. Again, I would create your pixels with employee profile number 2, but I would make any decisions such as moving and sharing the pixel from one business manager to the other business manager with admin profile number 3, which is connected to this business manager here. And then the setup right here is pretty similar to the beginner one. But basically, guys, then you have your admin 2, and employee profile here. They're going to run to the business manager. And again, you're going to be using these 2 profiles to make the bulk of the decisions, such as moving profiles around, assigning different assets to different pages, and just moving things around. Employee profile is going to be used to run ads across these accounts. Okay, so this business manager is going to have a couple more pages connected to it. It's going to have more assets running through it. So again, guys, we have 6 ad accounts here. Again, you can have as many ad accounts inside of a business manager as possible. Most business managers are going to be capped in terms of how many ad accounts that you can make, but most of them can house a lot more than what the cap is. So say the cap is that you can only create 5. You might only be able to create 5 inside of them, but you can have 30, 40, 50, even 100 different ad accounts inside of a business manager. So that is just something to keep in mind. Now, guys, this is really good. Most people are going to be able to build this, but I've just found that it's a lot easier for me to have access to a service where I can go ahead and just pay them a couple $100 a month. They house everything for me. They take care of all the profiles. They take care of the business managers, fan pages. If anything ever goes down, they replace them for me free of charge because it's already included in the service. And we've actually partnered up with Digit Solution here. I've been using their setup for the last 2 years. I've never had any complaints with them. I've had Facebook profiles go down, business managers go down. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen in the business. And they replace everything for me within 24 hours. Again, I've been using them for the last 2 years. I have 4 different setups with them, and they're basically able to replicate this entire setup right over here. So I've got my little thing here. But as we see, just a turnkey Meta Ads infrastructure that they're able to supply for you. They're very, very responsive. They've been great to deal with. Whenever I've had an issue or had any questions or concerns about anything, they have been able to help me. And as you guys can see here, these are the 2 setups that I was talking about. I've been using both setups. I use them for 2 different setups. So I kind of try to build like a little bit more robust infrastructure for my setup. So I combine these 2 setup, their premium and their VIP setup. Now they typically don't do any discounts at all on their website, but we were able to work out a deal. So if any of you guys are interested in getting a setup with them, they're offering 15% off on the first month. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, kind of seeing how the infrastructure works and be able to import all your ad accounts into their infrastructure, it's a very, very good setup that they have, and it's a very good service. I usually don't really recommend a lot of services because, let's face it, most of them are shit, but these guys have been excellent to work with. And like they mentioned, they're able to replace any assets that do go down. So they've been very good. Very good to work with. I recommend them to all my friends. I've had a lot of friends sign up with them, but you're able to protect your entire setup, guys, for $500 to $700 a month. You can even get started on the beginner package here. Just kind of test it out. The only thing is that this doesn't have any business managers or verified Facebook page. Again, this one here comes with a business manager, 3 profiles, and the verified fan page. I've had fan pages go down a couple of times in the past, and they've replaced them. There was a point earlier this year around Q2 where Facebook was just banning business manager after business manager after business manager, and they were able to replace it each and every single time that our business managers went down. So it was really good. Like I said, guys, they're great to work with. If you want to check it out, I'm going to have this link down below in the video. If you guys have any questions about the setup, or you want to reach out and chat and kind of like see what it's all about, feel free to hit me up down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, that's the setup that I've been using to scale my agency accounts and my personal accounts up to over $100,000 per month or more. This setup has been incredible because if not, I would have constantly have to been dealing with different account providers, different Facebook profile providers, business manager providers, fan page providers. I like keeping things simple and have everything under one house, and this service here has helped big time. So yeah, if you guys are interested, go ahead and click the link below the video. Tell them that I sent you guys. You're gonna get 15% off your first month. Go ahead and give it a try, see if you like it. I'm pretty sure that you guys are going to like the service. You're going to like how easy everything is set up. The only thing that you're going to have to worry about is importing your ad account set. And with that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.